Well, Mindcrime had a really interesting beginning. It was one of those records that happened because of circumstance. The story took place because of that. I moved to Montreal. I fell in love with a French-Canadian woman and followed her there. And really kind of immersed myself in the culture. And she introduced me to some people that she knew who were part of this group that were trying to liberate Quebec from the Union of Canada. And they were a separatist group, and they were very violent. Just, you know, they were into kidnapping and extortion and bombs and blowing stuff up, and they really kind of scared me, you know. But the ringleader was this guy who was an older gentleman who I modeled the Dr. X character after. And so, anyway, we'd been, as a band, we'd been talking about, well, previously we'd worked on Rage for Order and The Warning, which were kind of loosely based theme records. And we really wanted to try to tackle an album that told a story all the way through. And so while I was in Montreal, I just kind of pooled together all my experiences up to that point with people I'd met, ideas I had kind of gestating for a while, into that story, you know. And a lot of it kind of came together one night when I went into a church just to kind of warm up on my way home. And I was just sitting there staring at all the candles that were lit, and the steam coming out of my mouth because it was freezing cold in there. And the title track, Operation Mindcrime, popped into my head. Da 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 da. And I started singing the guitar line in my head. And so I took out my little dictaphone and then speaking into the dictaphone, singing the parts, and then I started putting together the whole melody for it, and realized I was kind of on a roll, you know. So I hurried home and started working, and wrote out the whole story that night, and then over the next couple of weeks just kind of perfected it. Flew home from Michael's wedding in March, and pulled the band aside at the after party and told them about this idea, and that started the ball rolling.